Welcome back to Bespoke Addict. I want to show you something I've had for quite a few years and never really looked at it actually. It's gorgeous. It's an alligator or crocodile. I've not even looked. Um, let's have a look. How do you know? So it's crocodile. I'm just catching it in the light, and just I can see the tiny sensory hair scars. I've not really looked at it before. I've had it years, and it's actually really rather lovely. It's in beautiful condition. It does need a bit of work, but it's a writing case or things for pens. It's got that's actually part writing with pen and ink. But I'm actually going to use it as an iPad case. I've never had an iPad before. I've never wanted one, but suddenly I need one, so I bought one. And I've remembered I've got a gorgeous case to keep it in. And there we go. But the case just needs a little bit of work. I've never used it before. I've never really looked at it. I've just bought it, and it's actually been in the window of the shop for some years. I'm sure that's not done it any good. But any damage done, I'll be able to revive that. But it just needs a little. The first thing I'll do is give it a very, very light clean. It's not got polish on it, I don't think. Actually, maybe it has got something on. I'm not sure, but I'll lightly clean it with isopropyl alcohol. Methylated spirit would work, and there are various sort of leather cleaners, but the amount of fluid I get through, I generally use isopropyl alcohol. So I'll just wipe the whole thing over, take off any dirt, any polish. I'm not sure if it's polish or not. And the skins will need a good feed. I don't think they've ever had. This is at least 100 years old. I'd say probably about 1910, 1920. And yeah, this has not been touched. And I'll feed it with a cream of the same colour. Might be able to get the ink spots out, but I doubt it, without ruining the rest of it. But I'm not too worried about that. And then when it's clean, before I moisturise it, I'll go down. There's a few areas where it needs a little bit of work. The skins are peeling up slightly there. There's just little bits where the skin's peeling once again. I'll have to fold the lining back, fold the outer skin in. I'll just have to do it with tweezers or, just very carefully. But yeah, not a lot, quite frankly. These are the areas that will be vulnerable because it's dry skin, it's old, and suddenly getting used, it'll constantly, and it's likely to crack. So I'll make sure that this gets a lot of moisturising treatment in the coming weeks. I couldn't be happier with it, and I do now have an iPad. I've just never wanted one before. And the simple truth is, as regular followers will know, I'm selling a lot of my shoes, and I've been talking about this for weeks. And my wife's been trying to build me a website. Truthfully, she hasn't got the time to finish what she started. She's so busy with work, and she's doing a second degree, and she hasn't got time. So I've got to learn. I'm useless with technology, but I bought the iPad, and I will jolly well get on and pick up with the template that she's put down. But this is gorgeous. Just it's just got tiny little holes here and there where, but I have so much spare skin, donor skin. So I'll be able to let a tiny piece in, and, you won't know. And it'll be a lot of fiddling about. I'll be unlikely to film this. There'll be a lot of extreme fiddling where I'm going to be hunched over. You'll see my shoulders, and it's going to take a lot of time, but it's a nice item. And, a bit of silver cleaner on there. The handle's suffered a bit. Got its original outer skin, but it's just worn. That's not too bad, that side. What am I going to do? What I'll probably do is get the backing where the fingers go is not crocodile. Crocodile it's not the strongest, it's not the most robust, and that's got a calf skin. It's very thin, and I'll probably flick that off, and I'll be able to lift the crocodile. I don't want to take the whole thing up, but I'll lift the crocodile skin up, separate the whole thing. Then I'll back the crocodile in crocodile skin, so it's got a little bit of extra on the inside, and then sort of peel it back round, and I'll find a way. Right, I don't want to be dismantling the whole thing because it will mean removing the lining. I don't want to do that. Obviously I can't leave the handle like this, but it'll be discreet repair. The top of the skin will be original crocodile, and glued to the back of the original crocodile there'll be, I've got literally sacks full of old crocodile skin of different textures, different shapes, sizes and colours, and different thicknesses of skin. I need something very thin, and I'll be able to wrap some donor skin, just it's about 3 millimeters, so the original skin will be on view, and then just on the edge here we'll have about 3 millimeters of donor skin wrapped around, then covered back over with the original. That's like it's like a finger pad, isn't it? So it'll be extremely discreet, and it's a lovely old thing, and very glamorous iPad case. It's weird, I've had it for years, but I've never really wanted an iPad. I just didn't need one, but now I do, so I've got the perfect case for it.